Do you ever have trouble going to sleep because your mind is racing? You're laying in bed, you're physically exhausted, and in your mind you're thinking about all the things you didn't get done or all the things you need to do tomorrow, and you just cannot go to sleep. And you tell yourself to go to sleep, and you keep looking at the clock, and it gets later and later and later. And you think, well, if I could only get 6 hours of sleep, and then if I can just get 5 hours, and then if I could just get 4 hours, and you cannot turn it off because of all that has to be done. And the writer of Hebrews reaches out to a tired people and enters an invitation to enter God's rest. He reminds us that God created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day God rested because it is complete, it is finished. There was nothing more that needed to be done. And then he points to Christ and says Christ invites us to enter God's rest because Christ, on the cross, Christ says it is finished. All that needed to be done to accomplish your salvation was finished on the cross. And so to those of us with weary and exhausted minds, racing from thing to thing to thing, striving to justify ourselves, to accomplish what needs to be done, the writer of Hebrews invites us to enter God's rest. To trust that God has done everything that needs to be done, that Christ has accomplished what needs to be accomplished for us to be at peace with God and rest, because all has been done. To let God lead us beside still waters. To let our shepherd have us lie down in green pastures, to restore our soul. That's the invitation in Hebrews. It's the invitation of the gospel. Enter God's rest.